Hello and welcome to the third week of our lessons. In this video, we're going to study about visual aids. So what is a visual aid? Visual aids is anything that your audience can see. So it could be a chart, a graph, a photograph, or a video clip. And anything that is can be used in addition to spoken information. So visual aids are really important in the research presentation because it can help to keep your audience engaged with your presentation. It can make the points for you, and it can add more interest in your presentation as well. And as a non-native speaker of English, the good visual aid can reduce the amount of time that you need for speaking English. So you don't have to spend so much time worry about speaking English much if you use a really good visual aid. So today I'm going to show you some of the commonly used visual aids that you can use in your research presentation. Let's start with the bar chart. A bar chart or a graph, bar graph, is a chart that uses bars of different height to show comparisons among two or more categories. For example, I'm doing my mini research here. So I go around and ask my friends what is their favorite type of movie. So four of my friends say that they like comedy, five love action film, six prefer romance, only one like drama, and four people like sci-fi movie. So I got all the information here and I put them into the bar chart. So here the bar chart for the favorite type of movie. So here we have the vertical line here representing the numbers of people that I asked, and the horizontal line here with the bar chart with the bar representing each type of movie. So you can see clearly how many people like the comedy, how many people like action films, and how many people like romance. So this is the bar chart. Next, we're going to look at line graphs. A line graph is a graph that shows information that is connected in some way, such as change over time. So here, I would like to know more about economy. So I read the book about economies every day and I test myself. So I test myself regarding facts about economy. On day one, I got 3 questions right. And then on day 2, I got 4 facts about economy right. And on day 3, I improved quite a lot. I got 12 answers right. So here, I use the line graph to plot my progress. So here we have the vertical line representing the facts about economy, and the horizontal line explaining, telling the day number. So you can see from day 1, I only got 3 questions right. On day 2, I got 4, and then my progress improved a lot on day 3 when I got 12 answer right. So you can use line graph to show the progress over time. Next is a pie chart. A pie chart is a chart that uses pie slice to show relative size of data. So here we have the same types of the same data, favorite types of movie. But instead of using the bar chart, I use the pie chart to show relative size of data. Each segment here, if you take it out, it will look like a pie chart. It will look like a pie. That's why it is called pie chart. Okay. So you can use the pie chart to show relative size or like a shares of the data. Next is a table. The table is a set of facts arranged in rows and columns. So here we had information from human resources. The information is about different positions in the company and the salary for each positions along with the contact detail. Next is the next visual that you can use is the organizational chart. An organizational chart is a diagram that shows the structures of an organization. It could be structures of a company, of your departments, of the university. So here we have the director at the top of the organizations, and under the directors we have 6 regional office, And under SIG regional office, there are three different departments or divisions running the company. So the last visual that I'd like to show you is the flowchart. A flowchart is a diagram that shows a process, a system, or a step-by-step approach for solving a task or solving a problem. So here we have a flowchart that shows the process of accepting or receiving order online on email from the start until the end. So the choice of your visual aid depends on the purpose of your research presentation. For example, I use PowerPoint slide a lot with my lessons because it's convenient for me. But in your case, you might use the flowchart if you would like to show the process of ordering product online. Or you might want to use a line graph to show the change in the sale volume during the lockdown period. Or you might want to show some picture as an examples of drunk driving. So you can pick anything that you think would be suitable for your research presentation. But remember, when you are using the visuals, please refer to them appropriately, refer to them accordingly. So today we're going to learn some useful phrases that you can use when talking about the visuals. So, okay. So when you are introducing a visuals, when you about to show your visual aid, you need to tell the audience what types of visual aid you are using and what is the visual aid about. So you can use the sentence like this. As you can see from this slide, as you can see from this graph or chart. So this sentence tells the audience what types of visual aid you are using. And then I'm going to talk about, so this sentence will tell the audience what the slides or what the graph or chart is about. So as you can see from these slides, I'm going to talk about, or you can use first, let me quickly explain the graph. Or let's now look at the first slide which show. So these are the sentences that you can use when you introduce a visual. Let's say that you have more than one visual and you would like to change it into another visual. So here we have the useful phrases that you can use when you would like to change a visual. So you can say, on the next slide, you can see, or here is the next chart, this show, or you can use the word like the following table, the following chart will show. So these are useful phrases when you would like to change a visual. Next, if you would like the audience to look at some details on the visuals, or in case you would like to highlight some information, you can use the following sentences like here. Let's look at the figures on this bar chart more closely. So you would like the audience to focus on the figures on the bar chart, or you can use the sentence like, I'd like to draw your attention to this monthly table. So here are the useful phrases for looking at details or highlighting some information. And next, in case you would like to give your opinions or you would like to comment on the contents of the visual, you can use the following adjective. For example, the adjective that show positive side, like is interesting, or the adjective that shows some like a negative, like worrying, or you can use surprising to show like surprise, something unexpected. So now we are trying to do some exercise together. Here, imagine that you are in charge of the international student for the English Foundation course, and you are going to give a brief presentation about the student in the foundation course. There are three visual aids that you're going to use in this mini presentation. So we have the pie chart here, and we have the table here, and we have a line graph here. So you're going to talk about three things. You're going to talk about the country of origins. you're going to talk about the numbers of male and female students in the foundation course and the student test score. So we're not going to go into the detail, but we're going to use some signposting sentences for each situation. For example, when you're introducing the visual, when you are introducing the pie chart, so you can go back to these useful phrases and pick one from this. You might pick this one. As you can see from, I'm going to talk about. So when you're about to introducing the visual, so you can use, as you can see from this pie chart, I'm going to talk about country of origin of student on foundation course. And then you can start talking about the number, the country of origin of student in the foundation course. And then if you would like to move on to the number of males and female students in the foundation course, so you can use the useful sentences like on the next table you can see, or here is the next table. So we can use the following table will show the number of males and female students in the foundation course. And the last one here, if you would like to comment on the details of the students, if you would like to comment on the English test score of the student, you might use the following adjective to talk about it. So in this case, I'm going to use interesting. So if you would like to comment on the English test score of student, you can say, it is interesting to see. The longer the students stay, the higher their test score is. So these are the useful expressions that you can use when you talk about a visual aid. So in the next video, we are going to explain graph and chart properly. So see you in the next video, and thank you.